This is SKYLER. We've been together for 4 years. I used to hate him when we were kids, but now we're cool. Obviously. That's Jody. She's been one of my best friends since we were 11. We're both socially awkward and incomprehensibly weird. That's MIKAYLA. We met a little over a year ago at work. We bonded over our intrigue of serial killers, scary movies, and seriously attractive men. It was inevitable that we would become fast friends. And here's me. I'm the Danny Tanner of the group. I'm overly organized, a little bit uptight, and I'm paranoid about everything.
Come on, Keisha. Come on, Keisha.
The four of us are going to Disney World for the first time. Things should get very interesting.
All right, an update here on Hurricane Matthew.
Take a look at Matthew, still packing 120-mile-per-hour maximum sustained winds.
So we only have 2 more days until we leave for Florida. And it's been a long time, but I think that I finally have all of my clothes and shoes and toiletries and everything planned out. So it's really exciting. And before we get into what I brought, I think that it goes to say that I'm very excited about going to Florida, especially Disney World. This is like a dream come true for my little kitty heart. But I know the hurricanes and everything are going to be here, and that's kind of scary, but you know, we're going to be okay. We're going to be fine. So without further ado, here's what I packed. So the outfits that I'm bringing is first this little kimono and sundress thing. Second one is just like a regular sundress, nothing too fancy. The third is another kimono and just a regular t-shirt and some shorts. The fourth is a little green shirt. This next is wash, you know, things like that.
Alright, I'm packing for a Florida trip all the way down to Orlando. First, actually, we're staying in Sonoy because of Hurricane Matt. It's a hurricane down there, from the looks of it. And the reason why we're going to Florida is because we're going to Disney.
Speaking of Disney, the most magical place on earth, behind me is one of the quietest places on earth today because it is closed for the only 4th time in its 45-year history, and each time it has been closed, it was because of hurricanes.
Of course, our relatives and friends were worried about us, so they kept constantly reminding us, hey, you know there's a hurricane gonna head towards Florida, right? Yes, we know, but we invested so much that we can't give up. That was our mindset. That was our thinking. It was better to be safe than ignorant to what was going on around us. Instead of leaving for Florida on Friday, we decided to head for Georgia and stay there for a night to let all of the chaos pass. It is the beginning of our road trip. It is like, what time? 9:40. 9:40. We're supposed to leave like a lot of hours ago, but we haven't yet. Our GPS isn't working because the cord's not working in the car, and so we're at Walmart. Yeah, we're at Walmart right now to get a cord, but SKYLER bought one, but it came with a connector, and literally the connector flew into that little hole.
We're at a rest stop right now, and we're getting ready to go to Nashville.
Where are we, Jody? Chattanooga.
I'm so happy. I think you up, I really could. You know what I'd like to do, Mr. John? What I dream.
After about 8 hours of driving, we finally made it to Peachtree City, Georgia. It felt like forever. After we checked into the hotel, we decided to check out Sonoy a little bit. So SKYLER, MIKAYLA, and I decided to go to Sonoy and eat at Nick and Norman's, which was an amazing experience because we're all deadheads. After another million hours in the car, we finally made it to Orlando and arrived at our Airbnb. Saturday was the day we found out Disney was back in action, so we were all super relieved and super excited because nothing can stop us from going to Disney World. Jody has never been to the beach before at this point, and since the eastern coast was closed off due to the damage done by Hurricane Matthew, I thought, well, we can still go to the beach, we'll just have to travel a little bit further and go to the western coast.
Okay, so me and SKYLER had swam out into the far part where the waves were, and so like I was like this in the water and felt something like on my stomach, and I stood up and I was like, I felt a fish, and I like pulled my swimsuit and saw the little fish come out of underneath my top and like swim away. And I was scared.
After the beach, we decided to go back to our Airbnb, which is about 3 hours away from the beach. It's the day before Disney. Or the night before Disney. How do you feel?
Pretty good. I got my costume, and hopefully whenever they do the security check, they're not like, your bag is completely huge. I'll be like, yeah, it has a tutu in it, and they asked me to unroll it.
I'm excited. Maybe I'll get to meet Tiana, take pictures with her.
Yeah,
like that.
You have to.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Get Keisha to ride her roller coaster. Yeah.
Nope.
My mom, she's always wanted to go to Disney World, and she was a kid. She wanted to ride It's a Small World. So I'm going to do that for her. Take pictures and videos while I'm there so she can see it.
Anyway, it's the night before Disney. How are you feeling?
Burnt.
Literally. What do you...
I've never been, so I don't know what to expect. I just like theme parks.
No one can beat Gaston in a push-up contest. No
If I
one.
would have worked out more, I would have been able to.
You say that, but Gaston, no one's as
Strong as Gaston.
Yeah.
It's the night before Disney. How do you feel?
I'm pretty excited. Although, it doesn't seem real yet because I've been thinking about Disney since May and it's October. So, as of right now, I'm like, what? It hasn't hit me yet. Yeah.
Anything else?
No. I'm excited! Yeah, that's it. Good morning!
Good morning.
We're on our way. We're going to Disney.
We're on our way. We're on our way. We're going to Disney.
She's driving to Disney World. SKYLER.
Hello.
That's it?
Yeah.
How do you feel now that you don't have to drive through this parking lot?
Amazed.
We got to see the castle finally. And that was the moment everything was real. That was the moment we realized we were finally at Disney World. Jody!
Oh my god. Oh my god.
SKYLER!
This is very, very well done.
The emotions that I felt when I finally got to step off the ferry, make it through all the crowds and the lines and the security to officially step on Disney ground was groundbreaking. But no, really, It was insane. We're here! I have ears! I feel so great.
Oh my god, same! I feel really Disney, right?
Right? I never... Minnie Mouse! I don't think I've ever seen Jodie happier than the moment she was on Magic Kingdom's ground. Or when she met Rapunzel. The moment unfolded when we saw the Sanderson sisters performing.
We need to hold a calming circle. Now we're not being honest with ourselves. Take my hand. Bye bye.
They were wonderful, and I definitely think everyone, at least once in their lifetime, should go to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party to see the Sanderson sisters because they're flawless. But I can confidently say that Disney World was a success, and everyone had, for the most part, a phenomenal time.
Well, we exceeded our expectations, to be honest, because we rode pretty much way more rides than anyone has ever probably ridden at Disney. We got there at a time where it was like a 15-minute long wait for the haunted house, which we rode twice. The haunted mansion, I mean, my bad.
Left to US 27.
Space Mountain was pretty crazy. The only complaint I have is I had a headache, but that's about it when it comes to that.
So, like I said before, I was getting on It's a Small World because it's been my mom's dream. She was a kid to get on that ride for whatever reason. So, I decided to get on it for her, and it was awful. The song is awful. I mean, it was really pretty. Like, I think it's more about the visuals than it is the actual ride. But I'm happy that I got to record it for her. But never again will I get on it willingly. I think the only complaint is that I think Disney should have more roller coasters. Maybe like more thrill roller coasters. Everything was awesome. We were there for 17 hours. My feet felt like lead after the day was over.
And then I got to meet Rapunzel and I made a stupid face. Like, I took a picture of her. And I was really nervous to talk to her. But she was really nice and she asked me what my favorite color was and I lied and I said it was black even though it's yellow. Because I was so nervous I couldn't talk to her.
That's the end of our story. Until next time.